Well, are these two games going to be decided in the 9th inning?
Wait only.
Or will they carry over to the 10th?
Whoa, if you can. Wait's all there.
Or to a possible shootout, draw to the butt?
Never. Good shot. Good shot, Doug. No, no. Yeah, I shouldn't have given up those rocks. They're good.
Good shots by the leads so far. Armstrong with the guard and then the Barry. Bartlett with a tight guard. Now going for the double. Not quite. But he creates a beautiful angle with those two reds in front of the rings, directed right towards Shotstone.
Next weekend, we go to Ottawa, just outside, actually, Nepean, Ontario, for the 2000 Nokia Cup Ontario Men's Curling Championship. Saturday, we've got semi-final action for you. Sunday, the championship should be good. Names like Harris and Middaugh will be there. Rich Moffat, the defending Ontario champion. Peter Corner skipping his own team, so good collection of names. Great battle to represent Ontario in the Canadian Championship.
And that prior, that Canadian Championship being held in Saskatoon.
Now, is that your hometown town, or you're from everywhere, aren't you?
I'm from a little town called Spears, closer to North Battleford.
Oh, that's right. We've seen that sign. Home of Ed Lukowicz.
About an hour and a half away from Saskatoon. One of those little ghost towns in Saskatchewan. Not too many people residing there anymore.
Yeah, but it's out there a long ways.
Looking for a bit more finish. Looking real good now.
Nicely done.
And look at that nice soft shot played by Carter Rycroft. And I keep saying it, this guy is really
been on
board.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to play with the big boys. And I can see a tremendous future for him in curling.
Quiet hit, yeah.
Not only with the Martin team, but wherever he goes. He's learning a lot here and could be a great skip or a third of the future as well. Or he continues to play on the front end at second.
Hard!
But he's learning from one of the masters, Kevin Martin.
Okay, Gary.
Vandenberg hitting and rolling out. And I'd like to know what's going on in the minds of these two skips now and thinking how they can strategize this 9th inning. Get it going their way.
Stoughton needs a steal to lock it up.
Hurry! Hurry! Line's real good.
And we know that Martin hates to go to the 9th end with, the 10th end without the hammer. He's shown that in the past.
Good shot. This weekend.
And this is a situation different than what these teams face during the year, say in a 9th end in a tight game on the tour or in the Briar Playdowns.
Okay.
They would pretty well have a set strategy, say with a tie game or a one-up game or a one-down game as to how they would play that pivotal 9th end. But this is the Skins, so it's a whole different story for them.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Jonathan Meade just hack-weighed.
Go on it, Gary, a bit. That's fine. Leave it.
Martin not at all concerned about that yellow on the side. He has the hammer. He needs two to get the skin.
And this harkens back to the 4th end where we hardly saw any rocks in play. And now there's only 4. So this is almost like a regular game. It's a little different than we've seen other Skins games in which we see almost every piece of granite in use.
Lots of room.
Well, it's really going to come down to probably who's the coolest customer here between these two skips today.
Lots of room. Okay. Line's good. Hurry. Finish it.
And we know from past experience that show me the money, Kevin Martin really comes up big when the Skins are on the line and the big dollars. And Stoughton looks awfully relaxed, though, but he struggled in past Skins games.
Yeah, I can't see anything of it. You guys like it?
Jonathan Meade coming with a little heat.
He needs a good one here.
No.
A lot of weight. Will he get the curl?
Oh, just misses.
Ever so close, ever so far. Martin suggesting that, yes, that's guard, but also fairly tight. Take away the raise on that yellow from Stoughton, block that path.
What's a guard?
You know, what's interesting about this game in this country is that as you go through and in different sports, you can usually pick out who the best team or best player is in the sport. But in curling in this country, you can't really say right now who is the best team in the country.
Tight, guys. Go, go,
We're
go,
blessed with a lot of guys that have taken it to that level now.
Now, even in Alberta, now granted Dave Nedohin is not going to the Alberta final, to the provincials, but he's one of those players played well all year long in the World Curling Tour. Now you've got Kevin Martin getting ready for the provincial. You've got Harris and Middaugh, who at any time can come up with a strong game. Jeff Stoughton, Kerry Burknick. You could just go through a whole at Russ Howard if he gets going and rolling. Paul Fleming, all of a sudden Nova Scotia. So it's tough to sort of say who is the top team in the country. And we've seen great examples of it here in Scarboro. We've had 8 great teams here. Let's take a look at 2 of them. So we go live to the East semifinal, the last rock, 9th in, $1,600 skin available. Mike Harris has come charging back.
Colin Mitchell next to the stone, sweeping with the hammers. George Carey's up front. Working this one hard, trying to get it there. Richard Hart out to help, but no, he's light. He comes up short. Now, who shot Stone? The way it was kicked there, I would suggest it was Middaugh.
So if Middaugh is shot, that is a steal of $1,400, which puts him at $5,000.
That's half.
That's half.
It ain't over yet.
So Middaugh and Harris have decided to make this interesting all the way through as they go to the 10th. I have to wait to see the official call, but I think you're right, Ed. That looked like another... Oh, it was silly to think otherwise. It was another steal in the East semifinal. As we watch Jeff Stoughton deliver in the West semi.
Line's dead. Yep. Hard! Hard!
He's trying to bury through the hole.
Hard, hard, hard.
It's like he'll rub.
Keep going, keep going. No. Hit that one hard. Okay, that's not bad.
He did rearrange those rocks in front of the rings.
Choke it off if we can, eh? Try to choke that off.
1,600 is 52. I did my math incorrectly. Good thing we have the teachers here getting ready to perform. They can give you some remedial math, but Wayne Middaugh has found a spot in the final. You know, you could have corrected me at any time.
Well,
$1,600 advances Middaugh to tonight's GM Goodwrench Skins
Try to just
final.
get through the hole, choke off his raise.
So still $2,000 to round out the day for either Middaugh or Harris, but Middaugh has moved into the final.
Gotta be fine.
And that's been just a remarkable game between Harris and Middaugh. 7 steals, only 1 skin via the hammer.
Lot of room. Lot of room.
Martin with the hammer here, and he has a chance to make it awfully tough for Jeff Stoughton.
Okay, well. Yep. Hard.
Martin with shot stone already, coming in for another. Now it's starting to curl for him. Can they get it right through that hole? A little rub never hurt.
Brushes off, and oh, look at that.
That's better than the bury because he got the rub. They played it all the way. He's taken that shot away from Jeff Stoughton, and is there anything left for Stoughton?
Well, just play quiet and bumper. Yeah. Wiggle her through. Wiggle it in there somehow. Bumper or easy? Probably easy. We need a little bit of weight. Yeah, you need a little bit of reaction. Be nice if you could. But I mean, but then bumper, I could roll it to here. Well, I mean, he's still going to have a straight back, but if I play easy, I hit it, and it might go right through. Oh, you're hitting a pretty thin into a pretty hard angle to go across the top of this. I think. I think if you hit it so thin that it's going to carry it. Yeah. Okay.
Jeff Stoughton playing hack weight. Now he wants to make a raise on this stone, but he doesn't want to put it right through that hole.
Right on the
do him any
pretty
good.
close.
So hack weight, rub it off of this one, then try and spin it if you can in here for shot stone into that area. He has to do it, or Martin would just have an easy shot for two and the skin and the shot into the final. It's a big pressure here now for Jeff Stoughton. A lot of concentration. He's focused on this one.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Had to throw some up weight.
Yep.
Got about hack.
Hard. Yep.
Doesn't want to drive it through the hole. And that's what he did.
Just did. He wanted it to bank off that red.
Martin just has a routine hit for 4. Didn't take him long to place the broom down on the outturn, and confident man as he races down to the other end. This will put him into the final. Kevin Martin, defending champion from last year. Wide open hit. Front end.
You know, you and I got to do some math work. This won't put him into the final. It would only get it would put him at 45. Where's your calculator? I knew he had it here for a reason.
Well, we both can't add on the 9th end.
Clean, hurt. Good.
Well, one thing for certain, I know he hit it. He got the
He ought to get the skin. And according to the calculator, he's got $624,000. So obviously I've done something wrong. It's going to go to the 10th between Martin and Stoughton here in Scarborough. At stake in the 10th, $2,000 and a berth in the GM Goodwrench Skins Championship. Kevin Martin with a hit to pick up the skin, $1,600 worth $45 to him right now. Jeff Stoughton's got $3,500. So the 10th end vitally important for somebody to face Wayne Middaugh. And we feel like NFL referees now, after further review, we've figured out that Ed and I should not be handed numbers.
Back to math school for both of us.
Neither one of us will be allowed to calculate our own income tax returns.
Wow, and I hope she wasn't watching my daughter Pamela, because I always keep telling her that I was better in high school math than she is now, but
Come on.
yikes.
Yeah. Now you can tell her you've forgotten more than she's learned.
Kevin Martin going for the steal here, needs a kind of unfamiliar territory. He doesn't like being here. Martin, to win this skin, would like to have the hammer, as he has shown in the past, but he's got to go for the steal.
And time not of importance here. 13 minutes for Kevin Martin, 9 for Jeff Stoughton. Score clock's courtesy of OES.
Line's good.
And both teams have
Plenty of time to play.
their 3
Plus the
timeouts.
timeouts. They've kept pretty good pace.
Weight's good. Whoa, then. Whoa, whoa. Don't bounce off. Whoa.
The Martin team using the 8-ender brushes. Walczyk with the hair. Rycroft with the synthetic type. And it could get awfully interesting here. Both teams needing this skin. Will it be decided here, or will it go to a shootout if it's a carryover?
Whoa, you can.
And we know from over the years watching Stoughton on the tour that he's not afraid to go into the 4-foot area with the hammer and take that risk. That's what he's doing here.
So 8 teams came to Scarborough at the start of the weekend, and now Wayne Middaugh has pushed through on the eastern side of the draw. Now waiting for somebody to play in the championship for $35,000. We plan to have somebody along who can actually add for the final tonight.
Well, look at here. Martin not wanting to move anything, and the leads have really done their job to open up this tenth and deciding end. 3 rocks frozen to each other to top rings and short guard. Carter on the out turn.
Line's good.
Very impressed with his game today. He's had his game face on all the way through.
Hard for line. Line's good. Whoa, weight's good. Whoa. Over there.
Don sweeping that one in.
We got to bounce this through.
Gonna bounce a bit off the corner freeze. Not bad though. He changes the angle of the yellow to red to yellow at the top of the rings.
Play hack. Yep. Whoa. Come on, baby.
Just waiting and waiting for that one to make its move. Doesn't get the inside roll.
Very nice weight.
Martin will look for that one to the inside.
Back line.
Vandenberg doesn't quite get it.
Where? Back or back line?
No,
Back line, okay.
no need to overthrow it.
Now the biggest shot of the game for Carter Rycroft.
Closer to hack.
They want to come out of the second position looking good on this end.
Hard for line. Hard. You're gonna have to go hard, guys.
Walchuk really working hard. Bartlett helping out in the front. Need to squeeze by.
Oh, is it going to get by? No, it crashes off the center guard.
Temporary advantage, Stoughton. Guard. 2 yellows, first and second shot.
Yeah,
and
the red one
fourth
spins out, and we got a yellow one.
with the third one. The one thing about that Rycroft shot, though, better to rub than miss everything wide. So, a smart miss at least.
Should be lots.
No.
This time, Vandenberg draw weight wants to freeze right into the pile.
How's the weight?
Weight's not bad.
Not bad.
Got to curl up. Got to curl.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. No bounce.
Doesn't want to move those around and make the triple easy. Well, he might have done that, and guess who's going to be shooting next? And he can throw the big high hard one, Don Walchuk.
Right on the nose.
Right on the nose as hard as you can throw it, Don.
He knows it.
Wayne Middaugh and Mike Harris wrapping up their Eastern semifinal. We'll fill you in on the final there. It is Middaugh going to the championship.
Oh, not if I hit it just off the nose. I get them all, don't I?
How are you going to get that free out?
Well, no, just on the inside, right?
On the inside? Yeah, but you can't go anywhere. Like, you still got the easy double, he'll be laying one buried, eh?
Mike Harris picking up the final skin of $2,000, so he leaves Scarboro. He doesn't have to go too far away at Tam Heather.
You could make it this way.
I'm afraid to do the math now.
Middaugh had 5,200 and Harris 48.
So Harris finishes up with 74.50 for the weekend. Middaugh now at 9,700.
Doesn't get rid of all the rocks, though.
Well, if he makes the double, then you just run straight back and...
Please email with the correct numbers.
What? Wash my mouth out with soap.
We don't get rid of all his rocks either, right? We don't get rid of his rocks with the nose.
Donnie Walchuk is just itching to throw this triple.
Like, we got to hit on the inside to get all three that way, right? And I don't like playing that.
Martin doesn't think you can make it.
Martin wants to steal.
I just, not even thin, just
Or to
right in the
force
crotch
everything into a carryover and the draw to the button. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think it goes out of the house myself. I don't really want it. Like, this isn't bad. Like, Oh, yeah. No, we can't do that. No, we got to make the triple. Make the triple. Right in the crotch here. This thing will spin out, I think.
What's the difference then if I make it that way or if I make it straight on the nose?
Well, he can knock our red one out easy by making that double. If he knows, like it's a real chimp. It's a chimp double.
Yeah, and he rolls out.
Well, he might. Depends where you sit, but he might roll out, he might not.
Well, all right.
We want to save the stone. It's not a bad one. Like it's... Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's scary. Got nowhere in.
Don Bartlett not sure either, still down there talking to
These are bad
Kevin
rocks
Martin.
for us.
And it looks like rather than
That's
the
a tough
triple,
triple.
he's just playing the double.
Like, you just jam it if you hit it in the crotch.
And Walchuk just, he's
You're
not
just gonna jam it
convinced
if you
at
hit
all
the
that this
crotch.
is what he wants.
Well,
There he is down at the far end, scrubbing up that red Trevor granite and getting ready to throw it.
Hard!
Awfully smooth, but awfully big weight.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
He'll get the triple.
He does get them all.
Oh, except the yellow will stay around at the back. But he got what he wanted out of that. And his red sticks around. Look at the head shake.
yeah, he's just going to do that now. It's going to kill us.
Well, he gets the triple, but unfortunately, the one yellow hangs
Question how
around
that got on
on
there.
that rock,
Well, there was
that
a
red
rock
one on
there.
the side.
Ours.
Oh, no,
And
but
it could be
how
a
would he got
factor.
there?
Martin tries to get it out, but
I didn't think any of the
it
angles.
could be a factor. Stoughton has the hammer.
Yeah, nose. Good.
Boy, that drug it across big.
That's the one now. You don't think about that in a skins game, that one just nibbling on the edge there might be the big factor now. But as we get to Jonathan Meade throwing, all of a sudden now pay a little attention to it.
Well, that could be the rock that ends up killing him. That little biter that didn't quite roll out of the rings. It wouldn't be a factor probably if Martin had the hammer, but he doesn't. That belongs to Stoughton. Big shot here from Jonathan Meade. He can really put it into good perspective if he can make this one.
Right off.
He might have thrown it through the curl.
Oh, no.
He gets rid of that
he gets
biter.
rid of the yellow at the back.
Oh, that's a big miss, and I don't know why he had to throw it that hard. It looked like it was overweight.
Decision time.
Jonathan Meade with the miss of the game, and he's had such a stellar game. Threw it hard. He was peel up, way up, and this only required like normal weight or board. And unfortunate for him, he gets a bad break, even takes his own.
In this position
Are not good.
are not good. Well, you know what I mean? Like the odds of Jeff giving us a steal in this situation aren't good. If we try something fancy, he makes
Unless
one
we-
good when we're done.
Just play a quiet half and roll away.
Oh, yeah, the boom.
Well, I still have another one, right? If we're going to create any offense, we can do it now. But
What offense? Can't.
Both sides.
Just blast it.
On the nose? Or he'll blast
No,
it.
just blast it out. I'll peel.
I like that.
I don't think we're going to steal. Like, where are we going to go to? Like, all we can do is split the house and have them draw full 8.
We can go around it. We can make it do that. We can hit the wall.
maybe he'll, if we just peel the yellow off, maybe he'll, I don't know, you think he'll draw around the red?
He'll go around the red one. We're playing the straight back. Because we can't play the freeze, right? If we peel off that if we just...
Okay, well, if you want to hit it, let's hit it. If you want to hit, if we're going to hit, let's just go.
Okay, hold on. If you can put the rock wherever you want right away, if you could, where would you put it?
Half around or a red.
Half around the red.
Top button.
Yeah. And then he hits and rolls 8 foot. And we have to...
Hit and stick, and we might have given him 2. It's just a matter of what you want to do here. If you want to end up drawing the...
I just don't think this is a tremendously, great opportunity to steal from this position.
Could go back 4.
Then he hits, he probably freezes.
He might freeze.
He freezes.
Martin convincing his boys that they can't win the steal here and get the skin, so why not blast and I guess go to the shootout?
Yeah, peel everything out.
Yeah, they're just going to clean up. $2,000 skin will decide who goes to the championship against Wayne Middaugh.
And this situation not being great for him, he says, why get
Make sure the
fancy
field.
and maybe
Wait a
give it
minute.
away accidentally?
I don't want to play.
Roll everything out. Make sure you don't jam it, though.
Why don't we play? You want play the out turn? We don't have to get rid of our red one.
Well, yeah, but... Geez.
Martin
You know, worried
convinced
about
that if
this
they
rock
leave
at
their
all?
own red, Stoughton will even draw behind it.
All right. Throw the in.
Yeah, just make sure. Hurry!
Wants to roll away on this double with his shooter as well. But right on the beak, rolls a tiny bit to the center line. We'll see if Stoughton does do what Martin suggested. He could hit, he could draw behind.
Yeah. And I picked up my dribble early. What do you like? I'd like to see nothing.
Well, it's just button. That's the problem. If you go here, it's really not very good. Just knows it. Ah! God.
Well, the thinking here,
Sorry, boys.
does Stoughton believe that he can beat Martin in a draw to the button in a shootout? I would suggest that the shot here is the in-turn bury in behind, because then even if Martin freezes to you, he's not right on the pin.
John Mead's still upset about his last
Is that
shot.
normal? Yeah.
Yeah, his first one was a keeper if he could have made it.
Whoa.
I would have liked to have seen Stoughton go for it here, play the draw behind.
Okay, John.
Well, I think if you're Kevin Martin now after this rollout, you just throw your stone away.
I'm not sure I wanted to give one, did I?
Either that is, or top button is, Walchik is suggesting.
A little heavy? Yeah, but picture something. Good, eh? Give him a free one. Very good. Yeah, well, but we throw it first. He gets a practice.
Oh, what it's come down to here is it looks like it's come down to practice time.
That's what I'm thinking.
Bartlett's
Like,
saying, why don't we throw it away?
He gets to throw two, maybe even three of them, right?
Martin says, why don't we practice our draw to the button that we're going to have to do in the shootout?
Not really.
But the only thing is that he goes back button. Stoughton might play the freeze. Practice time here.
Top four.
Top four.
So they're not going right for the pin on this practice. They would
Top
just
four,
like to
not
get
behind the
top
tee.
four. Well positioned that Stoughton probably would have to hit it. It looks like he had a little bit too much ice to get right to the pin, but the one thing he avoided on that draw was getting into the center too early into what would be the fudgy area where the pebble is flat.
That's still.
I like that ice. Nope, no, we'll take that in. I still a bit tight. Put it back a little high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Says the ice was okay. Let's stick with that next time.
I don't want to get into that fudgy middle.
Too early.
I just saw Harris just barely get the biter on the button that way, and yesterday Burton just got the biter by.
Martin suggesting don't take less ice because if you get into the flat fudgy area too early, the sweepers can't get it there. We saw that last night when Burtnick was in the shootout.
Clean. Yep. Hurry, Doug. Good. What do you guys like?
Well, most definitely now Kevin Martin would like to hit and stay here and even roll it, say, in front of the button area.
Yeah.
Or Stoughton to have to throw another hit and not be able to practice his draw weight.
They're already thinking ahead. Jeff asking Doug Armstrong, Gary Vandenberg what they liked, assuming whether they will have to throw first. Team with the hammer in the 10th does go first in the draw to the button.
Well, Kevin Martin has really turned into a thinking man, Skip. Boy, that first shot of his, practicing that draw to the button, was awfully smart. Now see if he can hit and stay here and force Stoughton away from the draw.
Clean it. Play net.
Well,
Ball.
clean. That's good.
That's good.
Good.
No, I would suggest Stoughton would hit that rather than gambling on drawing the 4-foot just for the singleton. But he has to make sure that this rock doesn't count and steal. Doesn't have to stay. Make the red go away. It's a carryover either way, whether he gets one or blanks.
So the final stone of the 10th end. Jeff Stoughton wants the carryover. And he will get it. So it will be a carryover, $2,000 on the draw to the button, and it will decide who goes to the championship. Kevin Martin has had a practice.
And it will be Stoughton going first because the hammer in the 10th end, that was his.
Yeah, it's
The team with the hammer goes first in the draw.
The hammer flips.
So the $2,000 deciding who will advance to face Wayne Middaugh in the 2000 GM Goodwrench final.
Pat Reed being consulted about the rule.
Who gets the choice? Oh, so they throw first.
And see, in the 10th end carryover, each skip throws one rock. Closest to the button wins. Sweeping is allowed, and the team with the hammer in the 10th throws first. So John Meade has already set the ice for Jeff Stoughton.
Yeah, he's taking middle of 8.
And Walczyk says Stoughton is taking middle of the 8. So Stoughton may get into the center fudgy area earlier.
And that's the concern of the Martin team.
Martin says, we're not going to do that.
About 5 or 6 times ought to do it.
Well, Stoughton's got to make this one right close to the pin or on the pin and put the pressure onto Kevin Martin.
Pat Reed is standing by. She's the referee and will make the measurement and the decision.
The disadvantage of going first is that you let the other team know exactly what they're going to need to beat you. Just hasn't had the great draw weight today. The advantage of going first is if you make it real good, you really apply the pressure. Like golf, get into that hole first and put the pressure on the other guy. Stoughton up to the task.
Haven't touched it yet, just keeping it clean.
He's going to get to that center area early.
Line's a little tight.
There he's pretty well into the flat, fudgy area now.
Easy, easy.
Right
Line's
into it
tight.
now, but not affecting the stone that much.
Oh, look at this crossover. Is it going to have
Stay
the
with it,
brakes?
Doug. No. Oh, come on. Good throw.
Full 4, that's all. No part of the button.
So Pat Reed will come in for the measure.
And I think he can't believe that this one didn't slow down a little quicker than
Good throw, Jeff.
it did.
It came across the line and didn't get the brakes that I think he thought he was going to get.
And that's the thing. You just don't know how much flatness and fudginess there will be there when you cross over the center line. You know, that sliding track.
Piece of the weight.
She'll measure that and saves the measure
Where do you want to stick?
on the stick.
Here.
What do we have for that draw? What is it?
No, it's about here.
She locks it down.
Tight.
And Kevin Martin, let's see, a little more ice for Kevin Martin than Jeff Stoughton took.
And his boys are scrubbing up the line all the way that he's going to be coming down. Really making sure that there's no chance of a pick. Bartlett clean first.
I'm probably going to be a lot
Now
the same
Rycroft.
line. Maybe a little tighter, but not much.
Kevin taking his time, and that's good because obviously there's a lot of adrenaline flowing, and it's easy if you just run down there to overthrow it with that extra adrenaline.
87% on his 13 draws today. Kevin Martin, a draw the button for an attempt to defend his skins title.
Oh, line's good.
A lot of
Well,
room.
he made that no backswing delivery
Let it
pretty
curl.
famous in 1991, playing
Hey, hurry,
David
then.
Smith in the World Final.
Few
Got
lines.
this a
Oh.
long way out
Let
there.
it curl.
Boy, this
It's a
one's not
mile
curling
out.
yet.
Oh.
It's got to come out of the woods to get to the forefoot.
It's not going to move. It's going to stay out.
He had too much ice.
He took too much, and it will be Jeff Stoughton. He'll be a new champion in the year 2000 of the GM Goodwrench Skins.
Well, Martin had the beautiful weight, but not the line. As he drops it to Jeff Stoughton. Stoughton moves to the final against Wayne Middaugh.
Had to get it early. Yeah.
Jeff Stoughton picks up $2,000 in the draw. He's got $5,500 to defeat Kevin Martin. So Stoughton will face Middaugh. Middaugh defeating Mike Harris will be a great battle tonight in the championship. And all of a sudden, some frowns turned into smiles. The Stoughton foursome didn't think this was going to happen. Let's take a look now at the total money. Middaugh's got 9,715 skins. Stoughton in second at 8,750. Martin with 7,450, and then Mike Harris 7,250. It is going to be Ontario against Manitoba. Wayne Middaugh against Jeff Stoughton. The defending champion is gone, and now we'll crown a new title holder. Team Middaugh against Team Stoughton in the championship final of the 2000 GM Goodwrench Skins. Hope you'll join us tonight. Should be a good one. For Ed Lukowich, I'm Rob Folds. We'll talk to you tonight for the championship final.